Welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today we're making a delicious seafood stew called Cioppino. And this one has a spicy tomato and wine base made with aromatic veggies. And the seafood we're using is interchangeable based on what you've got on hand or what you personally like. And this dish is just as easy to make for one as it is for an entire crowd. So let's throw this seafood feast together. And once you add a few slices of crusty grilled bread to dip into this spicy stew, it's a feast indeed. And for the bread, I used Canyon Bakehouse rosemary thyme focaccia that I sliced lengthwise into half-inch pieces, then brushed one side with olive oil and tossed them onto a grill pan. And while that side is getting toasty and charred, drizzle some oil onto the second side, and after a minute or so give them the old quarter-turn rotation to get those beautiful hatch marks once these are flipped, and repeat on the second side. Now to make the stew, in a medium pan, add a tablespoon or so of olive oil with a clove of sliced garlic and a few red pepper flakes. Then I'm going to add some anchovy paste to give the sauce a more complex salinity than I'd be able to get with salt. And I added about 1.5 inches of the paste, or you could use an anchovy fillet or two. Now for the aromatic veggies, I've got a small carrot and about 1/2 each of a red bell pepper and onion, both sliced, and maybe a dozen green olives that I've halved. Or you could use kalamata olives or some other briny olive. Saute them with the garlic till they just start to wilt and the onions begin to get translucent. Then to up the level of luxury here, we can add a pinch of saffron, which of course is optional, but if you happen to have it in the house, this is a great time to use it. Add 3/4 of a cup of white wine, 1 cup of tomato sauce or tomato puree, and 3/4 of a cup of water that I used to rinse the can. Now stir in a pinch of dried or fresh thyme, bring it up to a boil, then reduce the heat to a low simmer, and let it go for 8 to 10 minutes. Now for the seafood, I'm making a pretty small batch here. So I've got a 4-ounce piece of cod and 3 or 4 ounces each of some cleaned deveined shrimp and calamari rings. And since I'm leaving the cod whole, I'll add it a few minutes before the other stuff since it'll take a few more minutes to cook. Now simmer it for 3 minutes on the first side, then gently flip it over and add the rest of the seafood. Then let everything simmer together for another 2 or 3 minutes, or until the shrimp is pink and fully cooked. Then you can snip over some fresh herbs if you want. I used some parsley and basil, and this stew is ready. Squeeze over some fresh lemon, grab that grilled focaccia or whatever other bread you might want to serve this with. Then to finish this, I added a small drizzle of this chili infused olive oil to bring a little more heat to the party. Now you're ready to dig in, and all the seafood is perfectly cooked. But the biggest star of this show is that full-flavored, saffron-infused, delicious sauce. You just gotta have some bread to dip into this one. And if you'd like to print a copy of this easy seafood stew recipe, you could always visit my blog at the link below. And for brand new recipes every week, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.